beautiful and the holy city of Ayodhya. The sun has set, but what you can see all around me is the beautiful Ram Ki Pedi. That's where I am right now, near Saryu Ghat. Ram Ki Pedi is in fact a couple of ghats near the Saryu river. We are one of them, and it's a spectacular. Look at the background. Right now, viewers, you can see it's all lit up. Basically, tomorrow is going to be the grand light show, laser show. Tomorrow is Diwali. Prime Minister is coming, and it's beautiful. Now they are practicing for tomorrow, viewers. It's all lit up right now. This is a very beautiful scene you're watching right now. Many people have gathered here, volunteers as well, including the coordinators and the ones who are in fact making sure this event goes smoothly. They've gathered here. We'll try to talk to some of them, but right now I just want you to have a look at the majestic scene which is right behind me. Ram Ki Pedi near the Saryu Ghat, and the beautiful diyas. Look at the diyas right now. Speaking about diyas, we are talking about counting down to Deep Utsav, which is a program by the Yogi government, which has been happening for the past few years. PM Modi will be attending it for the first time. Tomorrow is going to be very historic. We'll be live from, of course, Ayodhya. We'll get you every update from there. But right now, look at the beautiful diyas. They will be lit up tomorrow. Speaking about the diyas, it's very significant because in 2019, Ayodhya lit 14.1 lakh diyas. This time they will break the Guinness record that they had set in 2019. They're trying to light around 15 lakh diyas plus. So you can see that the preparations are underway right now. You are watching it at the right time, viewers, because the scenes right now are just maybe 10% of what you will see tomorrow. Now, a lot of people have gathered here as well. These are all the coordinators and volunteers as well, and they're extremely excited. They're extremely excited as well, and they're chanting Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. आपने बहुत मेहनत की है, बहुत से दियाज यहाँ पर हैं. आप कितना एक्साइटेड हो कल के लिए, और कितनी मेहनत गई है कि कल का इवेंट बहुत अच्छा जाए?
बहुत ज़्यादा मैम, बहुत लोगों ने यहाँ पे मेहनत किया है, और सभी लोग धर्म की वजह से और अच्छे अच्छे लिए आ रहे हैं. सबको अच्छा लग रहा है यहाँ पे आकर के.
और आप कितने टाइम से इस इवेंट के लिए आप प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो?
3 दिनों से मैम. आज दूसरा दिन है, कल तीसरा दिन फाइनल दिन है, और उसके लिए सभी लोग एक्साइटेड हैं.
So these preparations have been happening for a very long time. Just have a look at how many people have been working. This is just a fraction of how many people have been putting in their hard work into this event. We were maybe just 2% of the entire crowd, the entire set of volunteers and the entire set of coordinators who are working for Deep Utsav. So at this point of time, viewers, chants in the air, and I would like to go back to the studios right now, viewers. We will continue our live coverage from here, from the beautiful Ram Ki Pedi. All right, before we go there, let's talk a little bit about PM Modi's itinerary right now. As my camera person shows you the beautiful view, let's talk about PM Modi's itinerary at this point of time. And as you see the beautiful ghats, let's try to go close to the ghats and talk about the Prime Minister's itinerary. So the Prime Minister will inspect the Shri Ram Janma Bhoomi Teerth Kshetra site. Then he will perform the darshan and puja of the Bhagwan Shri Ram Lalla Virajman, and PM will perform the Raj Abhishek of symbolic Bhagwan Shri Ram, and then he will commence the grand Deep Utsav celebrations as well, viewers. So this is what is going to happen later on, viewers. And right now it's going to be a mega event. All the care is being taken right now to make sure that the diyas stay in place while oh, look at that, look at the scene right now. Remember that there will be a Ram Leela tomorrow as well, and they're preparing for it. Those are the scenes, the practice scenes for that as well. A short while back we heard the hymns as well. We heard a lot of devotional songs coming in as well, viewers, and right now you can see the practice and you can get a glimpse of what we can expect later on. PM Modi will visit Ayodhya, and around 5 p.m. PM will perform darshan and puja Bhagwan Shri Ram Lalla Virajman, followed by inspection of Shri Ram Janma Bhoomi Teerth Kshetra site. And when we talk about And when we talk about, the importance of Ram Janmabhoomi, Ayodhya is a Ram Janmabhoomi right now, viewers. We know that. We know Ayodhya is Ram Janmabhoomi. And it's very significant to note that Lord Ram's birthplace has so much of significance for the viewers, has so much of significance for the Hindus as well. Lord Ram came here after his Vanvas. He came to Ayodhya, back to his birthplace, and where we saw beautiful Diwali celebrations start from there, and that tradition does not end. And it's especially significant because after that land dispute, there was a dispute, remember, and then the Supreme Court said that the Ram Janmabhoomi, Ram temple will be built here, and just next year, December 2023, that is when the Ram temple will be open for all the devotees to see. This is just a big lead up for the event. The stage is also set. Let's have a look at the stage. That is the stage where the Prime Minister will also be coming very soon. That will be tomorrow. The stage being set right now. It's going to be a mega event where we'll see also more than 15 lakh diyas, which you are seeing on your screens already, which are on the ground. 5 animated tableaus, 11 Ram Leela tableaus with different dance forms from different states will also be put up during Deep Utsav. PM will also witness the 3D holographic projection mapping show. You just saw that. You just saw that visual a short while back, viewers. My camera person will show you. This is the holographic. This is the holographic show. Just a glimpse of it at Ram Ki Pedi. That's where we are at the banks of River Saryu along with the grand musical laser show. A beautiful sight right now, viewers, coming in from Ayodhya, coming in from Ram Janmabhoomi, and very significant as well because Prime Minister will be here tomorrow. In fact, he will commence the grand Deepotsav celebrations tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful sight. And of course, there'll be many other places as well. Ram Katha Park as well. Ram Katha Park, the Prime Minister will be going there as well, where it's a very important place. Ram Katha Park is where a lot of religious events and Katha recital sessions take place. And as the crowd cheers on behind me, and as you see the beautiful view from the Saryu Ghat, I would like to go back to the studios. We will continue our coverage from Ayodhya tomorrow. Less than 24 hours left for Prime Minister Modi to kick off the grand Deep Utsav celebrations. There'll be no better place than Ayodhya. The lights you have not seen, the kind of laser show, the lights will be nothing that you have ever seen before. We'll, of course, get to those live shots. Back to the studios.
Thank you for that, Shivangi. Fantastic build-up there and big excitement in Ayodhya. And the focus is on Ayodhya before the Prime Minister goes there on Sunday. We will be live, of course, all through Sunday, just ahead of Diwali. Thank you, Shivangi, for that report. We will keep going back to Shivangi every now and then to get us a sense of the update from Ayodhya and the preparations. On to the other big story on Republic TV this evening. A day after, 4 policemen at a station in Kerala's Kollam district were suspended for custodial torture of a soldier and his brother. The army has intervened in the matter. Horrific pictures coming in of how a soldier was beaten up in custody. The CCTV accessed by Republic on the left of your screen exposes the police claims. In fact, the police had earlier claimed that the soldier and his brother got aggressive, but this video has exposed that claim completely. That's the exclusive video that we have accessed this evening from Kollam in Kerala as a Jawan is tortured by the Kerala police. 4 of them have been suspended. There were protests. Ex-servicemen who were protesting also insulted, assaulted. Let me go across now and get you the reports filed by my colleague Ashwin. We'll also go across to Ashwin, who's joining us live from Kollam. But first, the report from Kollam.
A shocking incident has come to fore where 2 young men, including a serving Indian Army soldier, was brutally trashed by the Kerala police on August 25th. Vignesh and Vishnu have been trashed by the Kerala police. Vishnu, who serves in Rajasthan for the Indian Army, was so badly trashed on August 25th by multiple policemen on an allegedly fabricated case that he had to undergo a lot of treatment. Joining me is his younger brother Vignesh, who's also undergone the brutal torture by the Kerala police, and he has been collecting evidences after the release of after 12 days remand. After that, he was released along with his brother. He collected evidences. With all the collected evidence, he has now come to fore. What happened eventually was a high-level probe was ordered by the DGP of Kerala, after which the 4 policemen in question were suspended immediately last afternoon. Vignesh is joining us in an exclusive chat with Republic TV. Let's hear from him what he has, the evidences that he has collected, and let's hear from him what he has to say. So, what happened, Vignesh, on August of 25th? Can you tell it very precisely and concisely?
അന്നേ ദിവസം എന്നെ ഈ പറയുന്ന മണികണ്ഠൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന എൻ്റെ നാട്ടിലുള്ളൊരു പോലീസുകാരൻ അവിടെ വിളിച്ചു വരുത്തിയതായിരുന്നു. അന്ന് എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നില്ല ഇത് ഒരു MDMA കേസാണെന്നൊന്നും പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നില്ല. ഞാൻ അവിടെ ചെന്ന് MDMA റിലേറ്റഡ് കേസാണെന്ന് അറിഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് വിസമ്മതിച്ച് തിരിച്ചു വരികയായിരുന്നു. ആ സമയത്തേക്കാണ് എൻ്റെ ചേട്ടൻ അവിടേക്ക് എന്നെ തിരക്കി വരുന്നത്, പെയിൻ്റ് എടുക്കുക എന്നുള്ള ആവശ്യമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് വീടിൻ്റെ കല്യാണത്തോട്. അപ്പോഴാണ് അവിടെ ASI പ്രകാശ് ചന്ദ്രൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു മനുഷ്യൻ വരികയും അറ്റ് ദാറ്റ് ടൈം മൈ ബ്രദർ ടോൾഡ് ഹിം ദാറ്റ് ഹീ ഈസ് വർക്കിംഗ് ഇൻ ഇന്ത്യൻ ആർമി. ഫോർ ദാറ്റ് at that time he slapped on his face very powerful and brought me and my brother into the station force by using force. And at that time we are complaining to the SI Swadi about he was in drunk person without uniform. Okay. So that he again slapped on my face and brother using handcuff 3 main police officers, one Mr. SI Anish and SHO Vinod and CPO Manikandan. They all over took me and my brother using handcuff, teared off our dress and using a lathi brought all our body.
Ashwin is tracking that story from Kollam in Kerala. Let me go across to him. Ashwin, what was the charge? Was the charge fabricated? Why were they tortured in custody, and eventually when were they let off? And what does the report say? Ashwin, over to you.
Niranjan, absolutely, it looks like the entire FIR is fabricated because the evidence suggests the same. Now, the first video that we can see is a 7-second video where you can clearly see the man in mufti wearing this t-shirt, this lined t-shirt, holding Vignesh and Vishnu. Vishnu is the Jawan, holding both of them and pulling them inside the police station. Now, Republic, we accessed the actual footage from where it was shot from a passerby, and we looked at the meta information of it, and we found out that this was at 6:43. Now compare it with the CCTV footage, Niranjan, that we accessed, and in that we can clearly see the same police officer is coming inside and then beating Vishnu on his face. And now if you look at the timeline of it, you can clearly see it's at 7 p.m. Now, contrary to this evidence that has come forward, the FIR in fact says that the 2 gentlemen had in fact walked in, stopped the man from conducting his duty and slapped him. So this is the content of the FIR, but the evidence that has come forward from within the video evidence as well as the CCTV clearly dismantles this entire narrative that has been put in by the Kerala police, suggesting that these young men, including the army Jawan, had in fact tried to barge into the police station and attack. Now, Niranjan, the entire ruckus, it's unbelievable. It all started, it was ignited when Vishnu, the Jawan, stated that told the officer, please remain calm. Why are you creating a ruckus? And I am an army Jawan. Why are you creating a ruckus? That is what instigated. It was followed by a slap. It caught him by the collar, pulled him inside the police station, slapped him again. Then what happened is unbelievable, unspeakable. What Vignesh has stated is that they were both handcuffed. Now, the CCTV footage shows the front side of the police station. At the other corner of the police station, these 2 youngsters were handcuffed. They were taken inside this room. 4 police officers started beating them so badly that the 2 lathis which used to thrash them has been completely destroyed. And 4 police officers beat them up right from their torso all the way to their feet. Multiple injuries, Niranjan. The wound certificate which has been submitted in front of the magistrate also suggests the same. If you look at it, the kind of contusions which are there in the body, right from the torso to the feet to the knee to the ankle area, everywhere there is contusions so deep, Niranjan. It is, even the measurement is written, some of the contusions are 23 centimeter width. That is the kind of torture that has been inflicted. Vignesh has spoken to us, and you know what is also intimidating is the fact that when inside the jail also, when he said, I'm an army Jawan, why are you treating me like this? He said, if you die, we will give you a salute and that will be all. Then he asked for water. He said, no, you drink your own urine. You know, so what we hear is something unspeakable. It is unbelievable for a state police to act in such a manner. And the most important fact, the public support for the Jawan is so big, so huge, that from within the police station itself, we were able to get a CCTV footage. Imagine, Niranjan, a police station where there are only 5-6 police officers. Within that, one of the most secured place, the CCTV footage was accessed. So imagine the kind of support the Jawan is getting, and the 4 police officers has been suspended. The injuries are so grave, it is so grave, and despite that, it is now being just kept as a mere suspension. What needs to be seen is the kind of crime that has been committed by the alleged crime. Yeah. It needs to be thoroughly investigated, and based on that, the crime has to be registered. The crime has taken place inside the police station, and the irony of all, Niranjan, is that this is called as a Jana.
Just be with me. Major BK Sehgal is joining us on the phone line. Ashwin, just be with me for a... Major PK Sehgal is joining us on the phone line. Ashwin, just be with me. General Sehgal, the story from Kerala where, a Jawan, a soldier, and his brother were thrashed by the police, implicated, and the kind of torture that they were put through in custody. The pictures are horrific, the reports are horrific, the police officers have been suspended, and there is this angle emerging where the family claims that the moment he told the police that he was a soldier, he was treated even worse. He was thrashed in custody. Now, wonder why they would do this, General Sehgal.
I would not know why he did this, but the very fact that he discloses identity, thereafter there is no question of his being treated the way he was treated. It is unlawful, and the law of the land must act very, very strongly against the concerned constables of Kerala. Exemplary punishment must be given to them. The nation must bend backwards to hold the hands of the soldier, because the law guarantees the soldier a safety, because he can be only tried by the army or by the army law, unless until he has committed something heinous like rape or murder, etc. And once he has discloses the identity, or if the police gets to know his identity, they cannot and they are not allowed to proceed against him under any circumstances whatsoever. Under the circumstances, the police people have taken the law in their own hands, which is something unacceptable, and absolutely exemplary punishment must be given to them, and suitable compensation must be given to this person, because God only knows how long it will take for them to recoup and return back to normal health. Absolutely. And should there be permanent injuries to them, then not only the police people, but even the state authorities must be penalized, and they must hold the hand of the family till such time they are able to sustain and themselves solely on their own.
Yes. Well, tracking the story very closely, General Sehgal, thank you for speaking to Republic TV. That's me, General PK Sehgal. That's the CCTV video of the assault inside the police station on your screen. Wonder why nobody is talking about it. Such a big story from Kerala. Custodial torture, and even captured on camera. There is a report that shows the brutal nature of the assault as well. Taking a short break. When we come back, Xi Jinping has been elected as the president of China for the 3rd time. He's amended the constitution. He's thrown Hu Jintao out just as the decision was being taken. This complete drama in China. Of course, he's taken over his own party and the country. Details coming up.
15 people died while 40 were injured as a bus collided with a trolley near Suhagi Pahadi area in Rewa. The bus was going from Hyderabad to Gorakhpur. Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif's agenda for his maiden visit to China is to seek new investments worth billions of dollars for the cash-strapped economy.
Always wondered why capitalists want to make non-capitalist investments. It doesn't make any sense to me. What is the motivation of the Omidyar network? What is the motivation of George Soros? Why is the Omidyar network so interested in India?
Omidyar is into disrupting countries. He's built his footprint. He has got, he's put $500 million in 100+ ventures in India. And he's actually investing in changing Indian society while actually making money. Having this data in the hands of foreign algorithms should be considered a national security risk.
Ahead of the upcoming MCD elections, the Delhi BJP held a core group meet with BJP President JP Nadda and Union Home Minister Amit Shah at the BJP headquarters in the national capital.
Welcome back. High drama ensued at the concluding session of the ruling Communist Party Congress in China. Today, as former president of China Hu Jintao was escorted out of the podium under the full glare of the Chinese media. Now, minutes after that video emerged, all of the Chinese establishment is busy trying to take that video off Chinese social media sites. In fact, that's the video on the left of your screens. Let's go full frame, in fact, to that video. Full frame, that's Hu Jintao being taken away. Look at him. Two guards walk up to him. They ask him to get up. That's Hu Jintao, the former president, seated right next to Xi Jinping. And he's asked to get out and he's wondering what's going on. Xi Jinping was just about taking over his party. Hu Jintao there, wondering what's going on, reluctant to leave, gets up, says something to Xi Jinping, says something to Li Keqiang, and they're all wondering what's going on. That's the story as it played out in China today. The development also followed by Xi Jinping later being elected for the third 5-year term as head of the Chinese Communist Party. Abhishek, my colleague joining us live, senior executive editor from our newsrooms in Delhi. Abhishek, what do you make of this video, especially because there are reports that China is trying to scrub this video out of the internet to make sure there are no traces, at least for its domestic audience?
Well, Niranjan, for one, on Twitter, it's Hu Jintao who's trending, not Xi Jinping, or maybe along with Xi Jinping. But that's very important because Chinese don't like this kind of loss of control. And that's why Hu Jintao, the lone frail voice, was effectively purged and thrown out of the last session of the Congress where Xi Jinping got his third term. Now, this is a big thing. This essentially shows how strong Xi Jinping is and the kind of influence he has on the entire Chinese Communist Party apparatus. Not influence, in fact, I would say vice-like grip, Niranjan. Any element or apparatus within the Communist Party, the Military Commission, the Politburo, the Standing Committee, every arm of the Communist Party is now within a firm grip and grasp of Xi Jinping, because of which, obviously, next year in the month of March, he's going to be a third-term president, and it's possible that he has the ambition of being president for life, because we have seen over the last 10 years, in the name of dealing with corruption, in the name of disciplining the party, the kind of purge of rivals that has taken place, Niranjan. Let's go to Sriram Chaulia on that note, strategic affairs expert joining us over the phone. Sriram, you must have closely tracked the National Congress over the last week. What's your impression about these pictures of Hu Jintao being thrown out of the last meeting in which Xi Jinping finally got his third term?
Well, Abhishek, it just shows how cold-blooded and ruthless communist China is. They have gone back to the playbook of Mao Zedong. where people used to be publicly humiliated. No matter what position you have, if you are an obstacle to the big man, then you are, ruthlessly eliminated. And this is a sign of what happened, the humiliation of Hu Jintao, who at one time was the General Secretary of the Communist Party, President of the Republic, to be, treated like this, and that too in full camera glare. And it was deliberately done. It was all stage managed in order to show how the order has changed and who is the one calling the shots now. So it's a very, very dangerous sign of the decline of Chinese communist system from authoritarian to totalitarian. Now, it used to be a collective leadership, and, there used to be a succession plan and a group of elders and multiple factions. Now, Xi Jinping has eliminated everything, like you just said, and it has moved from single party rule to one man rule. And this is imagine the fate of 1.4 billion people, and even of the fate of the world, because China is a big power, all of this being now determined by one man. This is how much excessive personalization of power.
Yeah.
He's drunk with power. He's arrogant about power, and he wants to use that power to cut down everybody.
Yes.
It's such a kind of a dangerous character that Xi Jinping is, and the dangerous state that he's leading. And it's a clear warning and a threat to the world, and not just to Chinese people.
Well, in fact, Xi Jinping really is looking at the possibility of becoming next to Mao in terms of, remaining in power, perhaps possibly for all life. Sriram, I'll also want to understand what other takeaways are there from this 7-day-long National Congress that took place in Beijing, apart from, of course, Xi Jinping getting the third term today. We also saw yesterday China's constitution being changed to incorporate fighting spirit and inclusion of Taiwan within the One China principle. So it seems that formally Chinese have decided under the leadership of Xi Jinping that at some stage very soon they would be taking Taiwan if need be with the use of force. They have said that they have never denied, they have never had a no use of force policy, and they will continue to have that. So with this change in the constitution of China and incorporating inclusion of Taiwan in One China principle, you think that we are going to see over the next few years a more aggressive China under a more confident and absolutely assured Xi Jinping?
Absolutely. I think he was waiting for this anointing for his third term, and to become a de facto president for life, and then to go on the war footing. So all these changes are meant to institutionalize his approach of being very, very belligerent with all the rivals of China, and to use force against them if need be in an overwhelming manner. And, it would not be surprising if they go for, an outright invasion very soon. The idea, many people have been living in kind of a fool's paradise, believing that as long as US military is superior to Chinese military, they will wait it out. Xi Jinping will not attempt all-out invasion. But I think his notion is he has total command, he has total control, and he will take risks in his second decade in power.
Sriram, have to take a short break. Appreciate you joining us on the broadcast. Sriram and Abhishek, thank you for joining us. That's the video of the day. Hu Jintao being thrown out of the Communist Party Congress that was held, where Xi Jinping has been re-elected for a record third term. Taking a short break. Back with that video and much more. Stay tuned.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
Style? For me, it's the pursuit of timeless elegance. Crisp, clean, classic, subtle brilliance. You don't know what it is that catches your eye, but it does, The cut, the color, the lines. There's something in the essence of the evergreen. You feel special, selected. That's when I know I found the right fit. When I feel selected.
And a roundup of all that's making news from across the country. Bollywood actor Jacqueline Fernandez will appear before the Delhi court for bail plea in relation to the PMLA case. In the last hearing, Jacqueline was granted an interim bail. Ayodhya is all decked up for Diwali as in another bid to create a Guinness Book record in the Guinness Book of World Records by lighting 17 lakh diyas.
Indian Army Jawan and brother allegedly tortured in custody and then protesting ex-servicemen insulted on streets. Massive anger over high-handedness of Kerala police. India demands justice. Big move by Jammu and Kashmir administration. LG Manoj Sinha issues an order to redraw the social caste list. 15 new classes to be included in the list. Ahead of the historic Deepotsav celebrations with Prime Minister, Ayodhya is all decorated and decked up. Xi Jinping elected for the historic third 5-year term as the leader of Communist Party. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Ayodhya in Uttar Pradesh on the eve of Diwali on Sunday to have a darshan and perform a puja at the Ram temple. Modi will also inspect the construction site of the temple and perform a symbolic coronation of Lord Ram. Ahead of the mega visit, Ayodhya is all decked up to welcome the Prime Minister, and my colleague Shivangi gets us all the color and flavor of Ayodhya. Let's go straight to her. She's joining us live, I believe, from Ram Ki Paidi. Fantastically lit with all those laser lights. Shivangi, over to you. If you can give the viewers a sense of the color, the festivity and the overall mood there in Ayodhya, not just ahead of the Diwali celebrations, but more importantly of the Prime Minister's visit there.
Right. Absolutely, absolutely. We are in fact counting down for that big visit of the Prime Minister. Right now, like you rightly said, we are at Ram Ki Paidi. Just go a little ahead. We have changed our vantage point right now because we just want to show our viewers different angles coming in from Ayodhya. As you can see that many of the buildings here have been lit up already. There was a practice of the laser show, which we showed you a short while back. There was a practice of also the kind of Ram Leela, the holographic Ram Leela, which will take place. And this is the night view, viewers, of Ram Ki Paidi. This is one of the ghats here of the Saryu river, where you can clearly see is that a lot of diyas have been put in place. If my camera person can zoom in to the lit area, Vijay Anil, इनको दिखा दीजिए जो यहाँ पे diyas हैं. So you can see the diyas already. Viewers, now the thing is that it's night right now. Maybe you're not getting a clear view, but there are around 15 lakh diyas being put all over the Ram Ki Paidi area. The view is very beautiful right now. As you can see, the lights flicker as a reflection on the Saryu Ghat, where we are right now. There are multiple ghats over here. It's called Ram Ki Paidi. Now, Prime Minister Modi will be coming here, and when we talk about his plan, let's talk a little bit about his plan for tomorrow as well, viewers. The Prime Minister will be inaugurating the beautiful Deep Utsav, which has been happening for the past couple of years. The UP government is also set to create a new Guinness World Record, like we told you with the diyas. The Prime Minister will offer prayers to the Lord Shri Ram Lalla Virajman at Shri Ram Janmabhoomi. That will be his first event. Then the Prime Minister will carry out the inspection and the darshan of the Ram Janmabhoomi Teerth Kshetra site. At around 5:40 p.m., PM Modi will take part in the coronation ceremony of Lord Ram at Shri Ram Katha Park. That's a park very close by to this place, viewers. It's called Shri Ram Katha Park, where a lot of Katha recitals take place. And after that, the Prime Minister will attend the